Well, Adam, I want to start by saying congratulations times, I think it's 5 that I counted. So you 59
wow. Okay.
shot, so congratulations on that. You got your first win.
Yep.
You got married, you bought a house, and you played in your first Masters.
Wow.
So I want you to just try and put in perspective checking so many items off the career to-do list in like a 3-month span. Did you ever think you could do it in such a quick time frame?
No. Yeah, we just, wife and I decided we just throw everything all at once, get it all out of the way, and the rest of the year can be a breeze. Yeah, it's funny how it happens, right? It just everything just kind of came together.
Let's go back and just take a little bit of a deeper look at each of the golf accomplishments, starting with the 59 at La Quinta.
And Adam Hadwin has continued a 59 trend. Unbelievable performance at La Quinta.
What in particular worked so well for you that day to shoot that number?
Everything. The entire game itself, every piece of the puzzle was as best as it could be, the best I've ever had it. I made a lot of putts. I hit a lot of great golf shots. It was just one of those weird days. You just had total clarity on everything and, essentially perfect golf.
So you arrive in Tampa. I'm wondering, when you get there that week, any special feelings right away in practice rounds or even the Thursday rounds?
No.
Any foreshadowing what was to come?
No, not at all. I had 2 weeks off before Tampa. So you're never quite sure what exactly is going to happen when you haven't played a tournament round in a couple weeks. I knew I was playing well, but very similar to when I shot 59. I knew the position that I was in, I knew the lead that I had, I knew kind of where everybody was at and how they were doing, but I was just so focused on what I needed to do next. Yeah, it certainly got a little bit more interesting on 16. I'm sure you were going to ask that question. Everybody has.
What I want to know actually is maybe the conversation you have with yourself between the walk from 16 green to 17 tee, because you mentioned that the lead did evaporate right there with the double bogey, but what conversation did you have with yourself as you're ready to play the 17th hole?
So there's a little bit of disappointment trying to let a few shots slip away there, but the focus just went directly back to how can I win the golf tournament?
Adam, I've watched you play over the years. I think it's a fair assessment to say that sometimes you play with some emotion.
Yeah.
That particular tournament, you look pretty stoic coming down, and then you win, and a lot of emotion comes out. So just take us through that ball going in the hole, and you won, and you let go that big fist pump. Just what you were thinking right then and there.
Everything. I feel like I did such a good job the whole week of controlling the emotions, staying level-headed, not getting too high, not getting too low, not getting ahead of myself. And you start thinking back to all the years that you've put in, all the time, the effort, the practice, everything that you've done in the gym, everything that you've, all the nights that you didn't go out and drinking with your friends because you got up the next morning and practice, and all the travel, all the, all the trips that your family took you, the junior golf and everything. It all leads up to that moment. And yeah, it was only a 1-footer, but it's our first win. That means a lot.
Well, that win, of course, got you into your first Masters.
Yeah.
You didn't really get a chance to go to Augusta beforehand.
No.
You were a little bit busy walking down the aisle, of course. How would you assess your first Masters tournament?
I would say it's successful. I was disappointed that I didn't play better, but I would say successful only based on the way that I felt on the golf course. I never felt comfortable, at least for the first 3 rounds. I didn't feel that comfortable over the golf ball. First time going around, still learning some of the spots, and I certainly found some of the spots that you don't want to be. So I've marked a nice red X in my yardage book for future years, but I had fun, and so I'm really looking forward to, many more opportunities of playing it and hopefully getting to contention and hearing some of those roars on the back nine for me. Well,
we started off by mentioning all the check marks you've put on your list. When this season is over, what additional check marks would you like to have ticked off in the box? What are your goals moving forward now?
I think probably the 2 biggest ones are to get myself into the Tour Championship. I'm in a great spot to be able to do that, not only just outside of the win. I've played some really good golf other than that as well. And I think the other thing for me now that's circling the calendar is the cutoff date for President's Cup. That was so far out of the realm of even a possibility before, Bay Hill, Tampa, Career Builder, all that stuff. And that's sort of been thrown in the spotlight a little bit now. It is a definite real possibility. and I would love to represent, you know, the world team, represent Canada on the international team in New York.
Well, Adam, congrats again on all your accomplishments, both on and off the golf course.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it.